Friday Night Live. I might be going on for about 25 minutes or 30 minutes this evening. I don't know. It depends how many people come in. So hello, good evening, and welcome to the live stream. My name, of course, is Gail, and I'm the host of Random Life Productions. And I am very excited to announce that I now have confirmed guests to my live stream on Sunday evening. Obviously, the title of the live stream is going to be Am I Too Old for YouTube? Hopefully, the guests have confirmed, so I hope they all show. Let's see who I've got listed. Well, I have Terri from LumaFusion coming in. I'm so excited about that one. Hi, Makeup with Valerie. I'm just going to announce, thank you for coming in. I've just had confirmation now of who I've got coming in on Sunday evening for my live stream, and the guest list is looking quite exciting now. Basically, one of my guests is a lady called Terri, and Terri Morgan is one of the co-creators of my favorite app, LumaFusion. So basically I'm really pleased at that. So she's got a vast evening, Keith. How are you doing? Good evening and welcome. I'm just doing a quick live stream just to do obviously a quick announcement regarding who's going to be coming in on Sunday. I have a full lineup now of guests, and so I'm hoping that everything goes well. I've had a little bit of good news as well. Basically, I reviewed my internet bill. I rang Virgin up and I went, my internet bill is rather expensive. Can you reduce it for me, please? So I rang them up, and they were good to their word. In fact, they doubled my internet speed, so it's now 200, and they only charged me £7 more for doubling my internet speed. And basically, I'm paying £13 less. So sometimes it's always useful to review your bills once in a while and double check what you're paying. So let me go through what's going on then on Friday evening. Hey, Carla, good evening and welcome. So basically, I've confirmed all my guests now. So the guests on Sunday evening, and I hope you all come and join because I think it's going to be an interesting one for sure, for definite. It's going to be, because of our distance, I'm still here. I wonder if Carla can hear me. Carla, we've been having some issues, so could you let me know if it's clear at your end and you can hear me clear at your end as well. Anyway, so let's go through and tell you who's on the guest list. So I've had a bit of a coup, and I've had a bit of a coup today, and I've managed to secure a lady called Terri Morgan, and Terri Morgan is the co-creator of LumaFusion. And obviously, when you see that creator have iJustine showing off her app, I'm definitely really excited to have her on board. Obviously, we'll be talking about Am I Too Old for YouTube? So I'm really excited about that. So that's something especially special. I've got Tammy Sypnieski coming on. So I'm excited to have Tammy, a fellow who's absolutely nuts about LumaFusion, coming on. I have Susan Little Poet. She's actually agreed to come on. So I've got Susan coming in. So I'm excited about that. And finally, I have Karen from the Peppy Techy. So I've got a really interesting panel on Sunday evening. And I have my questions. I wrote the questions out about what the agenda is, what questions I'm going to ask. And it's all going to be around age and YouTube, and it's going to be around discussing the internet and creativity. So it's going to be, I think it's going to be an enjoyable evening. So if you know anybody who would be interested in that sort of thing, having a coming in and tuning into the chat, please let them know. I do think that with basically Tammy is a really good editor. She really knows a lot about microphones. Karen is the same. Susan, obviously, her videos, Little Pipes videos, are always really, really good. And it's very interesting to be able to sit down with other creators and talk about why we're in this creative sphere, and you know, what we're going to do. So I am really excited about Sunday night now. I think it's going to be one of those things. So I'll probably bore you senseless for the next few days, because I definitely want a lot of people to show up for that live stream, and it will be good to have lots of people coming in. And like I said, we've got with Terri, we've got a real, you know, she's a pro editor, and like I said, she's the person who's created this application that I am so fond of. So it's something that I would really encourage everybody to go. Anyway, on that note, as well as getting high-speed internet, I got a delivery today. And I'm so excited that I got this new delivery. So I'm kind of going, well, I didn't expect it until next week. So I took delivery. I am like, oh, it's all brand new. I had an email from Apple today. So here we are. I have in my hands the brand new super fast 2021 iPad. And this thing is wonderful. I'm so looking forward to trying this out. And the great thing about this, I was absolutely like going, I know what's going to happen. I'm going to have to save everything in a drive, and then I'm going to have to reload it onto here, and I'm going to have to do everything. What happened was I picked this up. It's got Face ID and all that stuff. I haven't quite gotten used to it all, because there's no button in the middle. I keep wanting to hit the button. So it's got Face ID. But the other really, really nice thing about it is when you get it out of the box, it prompts you. So it goes, get your other iPad and put it next to this iPad, and put your camera onto the iPad so it can read what's called, I guess, a Q code. So basically what's happened is it reads the Q code, and it uploads everything in it. So I was just going, oh, that's really nice. Obviously, it's super, super fast. You have now, which is great with the iPads now, instead of having that, which the Thunderbolt is really good, but this has a USB-C. And I think it's really good that it's got a USB-C. And what that allows me to do is I can use my dongle, and again, I can have my USB-C microphone run through it, and I can have still have my headphone through it. I can have my iPad now run through HDMI without all of these other dongles and things. So yeah, it's really, really nice. The other thing it's allowing, Keith, if you're interested, is the fact that it has now the ability to basically edit direct from the S drive, not the S drive, from one of the drives into LumaFusion. So I am so excited about that. And I keep wanting to press. I'm going, I want to press something. But it's really quite a nice bit of kit. It's kind of weird, because it's differently built from stuff that I'm used to. The other thing that is really good about these iPads that I've been droning on about for some time is that it's got this. It has a camera now. I think the camera, it's in a weird place. So they've got, in the cameras now, they've got what's called a widescreen angle, and basically oh, Gail, you've prompted me to upgrade mine. Yeah, I think the thing is, Valerie, my iPad is 4 years old, and basically because I want to, like I said, I have been a fan of LumaFusion. I keep talking about it for about 4 years, and basically with all the new things coming up and my iPad being so old, I decided to upgrade. They're not cheap. You know, I think I paid £1,000 for it, but I think that it's an investment in, like, for me, it's an investment in my hobby, in my channel. And I think for people who have like mobile editing. This is something that I don't know, some people may or may not use it for filmmaking, but I definitely would recommend upgrading if you can, because I think these are really good, and it feels quite different to the older iPad. So it's because I think the back is different. It's more of a matte. I like this silver version. It's matte at the back, so I really like it. So I don't know what it's going to be. The screen's already dirty, of course. I'm like, yeah, right, okay, that was going to keep clean for a long time. But the thing the thing I really enjoyed was the fact that literally you literally Bluetoothed all of your information from one iPad to another, and it just went up so quick. And yeah, Valerie, this is going to be really good. I know you do like evening Darwin Digital. How are you doing? Basically, I've just been telling people who's been going to be in my live stream on very late. I guess I'll call it Sunday Night Live American time at 1 a.m. Monday morning UK time. I've just been telling people who my guests are, so I'm excited to have Terri, who's the co-creator of LumaFusion there. I also have bought the new iPad, which I'm a massive fan on. I upgraded because mine was 4 years old, and I was getting to a point where after about an hour the battery was going dead because I was overusing it so much. However, I feel that iPad is going to be super useful just for me to plug in and watch television and watch the iPad, so that I can use one for use one for watching the TV and use the other one just for video editing. So hopefully that will help the battery life. So yeah, I'm excited, and I think, Valerie, for you, because I know that you do your videos on your mobile phone, what's going to be really good if you get the new one is it's got a camera. So if you're doing like makeup displays and things like that, or makeup or whatever, you can literally have the camera on a wide angle perspective, and you can have that camera following you. So if you were doing cookery videos or whatever, that camera will follow you around, and it's quite a wide angle. So I think from that perspective, it's quite good. I wouldn't say it's DSLR quality. It's a reasonably good camera, but like it's not going to be super duper fantastic, but it is progress. And also like you can potentially do a stream setup using your mobile phone and your camera, which I established last night. So all is, it's sort of all is doing really good. How is everybody in the chat this evening? How is everybody doing today? Is everybody good? Did everybody have a good day? Oh, hello, good evening, Steve Essex. How the devil are you? Good evening. How are you? How are you feeling? And how is life treating you? I just kind of asking how everybody's doing. It's been one of those days today. Like, it's been horrible. And kind of every time I want to do something, like I thought to myself today, oh, I'll go out and film or something. And yeah, that didn't work. So it's just a pain. I just wish like I could have one day of weather that was nice. Oh, good, you sold. I know I should sell stuff, shouldn't I? What else was it going to go? Whoa, yeah, first like. Thank you, Steve. Oh yeah, so and then I was talking about Darwin. I was talking about the internet speeds. I've basically got the quick internet speed now from Virgin. I think it was 200 megs or something, and it was £7 more, and I think I paid £57 for it. I was paying like £30. My goodness, hello Texas Little Star, it's really good to see you. Haven't seen you in some time. Hope everything is okay. I think that Granny Monster has moved. I don't know what's going on in the world of Texas Little Star, but I hope that you are doing really well. We've just been talking about an impending live stream that I have, and it's going to be this Sunday evening, so it will probably appeal to the American live streams out there. So good evening, I hope you are well. If I remember, your first name is Darlene, but so good evening and welcome to the stream. But so I was really excited about getting that news, And what else is going on? So yeah, that was about it. Apart from getting my iPad and getting myself all ready for the live streams. Thank you. Do you know what? This is really funny, Steve. Right? I literally got these headphones. Somebody at work said, "I've got these Beats headphones that I never wear. Do you want them?" And I went, "Yeah, I'll have those. You know, I mean, they're free." I thought they were a bit funky being red, so I kind of enjoyed, I kind of enjoyed it. So I was like, "Oh, I'll have these. They don't cost anything. They're free." So that's pretty fantastic. And what else have I? Oh yeah, I'm still yet to do something about this backdrop. So this is going to be all changed tomorrow, hopefully. So the little teddy bears will be going. But I am going to put my Ghostbuster, the Stay Puft Man, is staying at the back. Stay Puft Man is staying, or whatever he's called, because I like him. I mean, I'll probably get a copyright strike now for that. But hey ho, what the heck? That's what I'm on. It's worth every penny, and Touchwood, I've never had a single dropout in 2 years. Yeah. So yeah, that's what I was thinking. Oh gosh, so did I. My wife passed away, and things changed. Gosh, Texas Little Star. I hope you're okay. That must have been. You must have had rather a hard year with that going on. But I just hope hope you're okay. Yeah, Arlene, I thought so. Gosh, so yeah, but yeah, my internet, I'm really pleased with doing that with Virgin. I thought, well, if I can double my internet speed and save like all of that, save a substantial like £13 a month to me is an awful lot of money. So I thought, well, that was pretty brilliant. But again, like this weekend, I'm going to ask this question. What is everybody going to be doing this weekend? What is everybody's plans? And the second question I'd like to ask, if people are on here, as older YouTubers, obviously the theme of my subject on Sunday is going to be, am I too old for YouTube? But the question I want to ask to my audience is this. Why are you on YouTube? And do you feel too old for it? That's why I write my own music. Well, I tried to write my own music on my little iPad garage bands. I just got a 10 terabyte hard drive today. So what's when you get those big old hard drives, is it quite fast or whatever? Is it a fast thing? So anyway, yes, tell me what everybody is doing this weekend. I was going to try and get out and film, and tell me also what your thoughts are on getting older and being a YouTuber, and how you feel as an older creator, and what you think as an older creator you are bring to the table. I do feel too old for most things this day. Keith, I spell two with a T-O and it's T-double-O. I know, that's Jane. Jane will correct my spelling because I always spell two the same way. Just saying. Me too. See, Steve Essex has corrected you. You can tell the Americans in here. And Valerie said that she's going to go thrift shopping. Gosh, you know what? When I was younger, my mother always went to thrift shops, and it used to intrigue me, the treasures she used to bring back. And I don't know if people convinced themselves, but my mother always convinced herself that she would be making loads of money. Oh. Gosh, yes, very hard. Lost her and my dog, and one of my cats moved to Dallas, but I'm okay. Now, some days are hard, but I take a day at a time, and thanks. Gosh, yeah, I can't imagine what that must be like, losing a partner. That would be awful. So, you're as old as you feel. Yeah, that is true. Also love makeup as well. Yeah, I don't know how I managed I'm not really a makeup person, but I have a sort of secret interest in it because my niece is basically running an aesthetic. I mean, she's doing beauty and aesthetics, and when I asked her what treatment she did, I was going, I don't even know what she was doing. I was like, what is this? So she posted this stuff on Facebook, and I'm going, what do you do, child? Like, I was thinking, what do you do, child? So I looked at her. Let me just find her name, and I'll see if I can see what she's put, the beauty treatments that she does now. Let's see, she's up here, got her. Okay, so nails. Okay, so here we go. Is this it here? Okay, so this is what she said she does. She does derma fillers, she does the lips, she does nasal folds. Can somebody tell me what a nasal fold, what blooming nasal folds are? She does jaws, chins, and nose. So I think that's she does all that derma filler stuff, anti-wrinkle treatments, Botox, Profilo, and microneedling. So basically, if I ever need Botox, or if I want big lips, or I want something to do with my jaw, my niece has got me sorted out. So yeah, that's why I keep an active interest in beauty, because it's always, when I'm having conversations with Tasha, I think, oh wow, I've just counted, I have 41 pounds of room. I also have makeup as well. Yeah, I think the thing is, as Valerie, going back to that point with you, it's teaching and talking is something that I like. I think creativity and talking is why I like YouTube. And also I feel like YouTube is a really good way of connecting with people that you probably wouldn't do it. Oh, what's she saying here? Okay. So many women that are getting older, some don't know how to apply, or many apply, stay stuck in old makeup that doesn't help their complexion. Yeah, I think with all things makeup, it's very much a personal thing. People do their makeup to their style, and I'm very much like, I don't wear makeup unless I'm going to a wedding or special event. There may be something, like, as I get older, I'll probably start wearing makeup. The thing with me is, I'm very much like, I look after my skin. I don't use a load of products. I use 2 or 3 products on my skin, and that is it. I'll probably do a face mask once a week, and I use one really good face cream, and that is it. But I think that beauty is very much personal to each person, and I look at it and I go, I think it's a really weird subject, and the men can join in as well. The men in the room can join in this conversation. I think with some of the makeup, it's kind of very much people have their own, people choose their makeup and different things and the way they look. And it is interesting to see that with younger girls, the look of younger girls is more uniform, and the look of older women is much less uniform. And I quite like the fact that the older woman has actually kept her individually. That's excellent. Many women don't even do that. Yeah, I think it's kind of one of those things that I was taught from a very young age, that if you wanted to have good skin, just if you want to have good skin, look after your skin when you're younger, because it will stand you in good stead when you're older. And I'm never going to do that. Going to listen, got to get some stuff done. Hugs. Okay, no worries. Thank you ever so much for coming in, Texas Little Star. And so anyway, let me pose that question to the men in the room. Steve, Keith, and Darwin, tell us about your skincare routines. Let's see what the men come out with on that. The other thing I'm going to be doing over this weekend as well is I got a phone call from my friend today, and she said, "Oh, would you like to come out tomorrow evening for dinner?" And obviously, because the UK has been under lockdown for so long, I haven't had a meal out since. Okay, you're you listening? No worries. I wouldn't. I haven't had a meal out since before December, so it's going to be really weird. The other day, I went to a coffee shop, and everybody was sitting inside, and I was going, "This is really weird." It was almost alien. It was almost alien to actually sit in a restaurant or a coffee shop and eat. So tomorrow is going to be rather a novel experience of actually sitting in a restaurant and having a meal. I don't know. I think my friend's going to sort out all the COVID apps and stuff. So Darwin says, I use, oh look, see the men are looking after their skin. I do like this. Look, I use hemp oil shower gel and Nivea for men face cream, and that's it. Wow. We are now fully opened up and we still have masks. Yeah, I mean, the thing in the UK, we haven't completely opened up. It's almost there. We're at level 3. Unfortunately, it's not unfortunately yet because the death toll hasn't increased significantly, but we have what's called now an Indian variant. So we're just waiting to see, the UK sort of, it is spreading quite rapidly, but the injection levels in the UK first and second vaccinations have increased significantly. All the over 50s in the UK have been told that they can go in for their second jab after 8 weeks, which probably means that my second jab is due. So I need to go onto the NHS app and do that. So Eagle says he just uses Dove soap, so that is his beauty regime. So I'm getting all the men in on this conversation. So Eagle, what are you up to at the weekend? What's your ideas and thoughts about what you're going to do at the weekend? I'm hoping at least at some point tomorrow, I'm going to be able to do at least some basic filmmaking. It's just it's so much of a pain in the neck that the weather prevents you from doing so much. I want to be able to just go out and chill out and take some pictures and things like that, but I can see that the weather is going to prevent me from doing that. I'm a little bit, the strange thing is I am so nervous about Sunday night. I've got all these quite influential women coming in, and I'm like, oh well, this little old me, this is little old Random Life Productions, and I've got the genius editor Tammy, and then I've got Terri, and then from Luma. And I've got little poet in. Oh my god, this is going to be it's going to be really fun. I'm going to really enjoy it because I obviously I did a live stream with Susan a few weeks ago, but having a few more people in and having a chat as a panel, I think is going to be enjoyable. But I hope that I don't go off on some form of tangent and I keep it all on the sort of central. So daughter coming over tomorrow as her father lost his partner today. Oh gosh, I think it's been a really, really difficult year with deaths and corona and people losing people and all sorts of different things. It's just hard, you kind of want to be like, you just want some good news. You're really thanks, Valerie. I do and I don't. I know some of my stuff, but I don't know it all. I really don't. And it's kind of like, I always think that, and this is my sort of mentality. I've never ever, I always want to have that mindset. And one of the things that I do like about being an older creator with a young mindset is the fact that what I bring to the table is my creativity and that idea that I can always come up with new concepts and new ideas. I can always improve and push myself to places that I haven't been before. And I think that's the same with all of us as people. if we push ourselves, and this is to everybody, if we push ourselves in our video making, in our editing, for me, I still work. And I'm going through a period at work which is probably going to be some of the most challenging organizational stuff that I've had to do, hence far. And it's definitely going to push and challenge me to go to places that I didn't even think I could go. And over the next 12 months, my goals are that the next few weeks is going to be tight, but my goal is to take my channel to the next level. I want to be able to, use my knowledge and stuff like that. What moisture? Look at Eagle. Oh my God, you're such a. So anyway, Eagle has asked this question. What moisturizer would you recommend, Valerie? So Keith, trust you, Keith. Oh my days. Keith, what are you like? You're such. You have to, you know what, you've got to give it to Keith, haven't you, that he will always keep us very, very happily entertained. Just Valerie, tell him some obscure thing that he can put on his cheek, he can put on his face. Okay, here's another question then. These are in no ways the questions that I've got on Sunday evening, but one of them might be. But here's the one I want to ask you. Okay, so as an older person, what do you think? And this can be you talking YouTube, or this can be you talking outside of YouTube personally. As an older person, what do you think, or what do you feel you can contribute to society now? What do you think that you can do? And that's both within and, I like that, within and without of YouTube. What do you think that you give? What value do you give to the world around you? And how do you feel relevant, even as it's not like I'm like Gramps, like I'm not the same age as Keith, but what do you do to make yourself relevant and consider yourself relevant? What are the things that you do to put yourself out there? So that's a question I'm going to ask you. I make people laugh. Yes, you definitely do, Eagle. And I think laughter is something that is invaluable to bring to the table, especially in through the last year and a half when things have been so difficult. I think that you have to be able to sometimes it's kind of like, when Chaplin wrote that song, Smile Though Your Heart Is Aching. And I think that laughter is something that, for me, that ability is definitely important. For myself, what do I bring to the table? I just think that for me, I bring to the table that although there are times where I absolutely feel that I can't achieve stuff, I achieve things, and there's been things that have happened over the last couple of years that have happened because I've made them happen. And that's what I bring to the table. I make things happen. And I also think that I look after people. What I bring to the table is I look after people. So I run a team at work. Obviously, I do this admin stuff. And one of my former colleagues said, the one thing I like about you is you know how to run a team, you look after your staff, you know how to deal with people. And my team, as a result, are productive. So I know how to motivate and maximize potential on my teams. And I think it's something that I play to as a strength, even as an older person, instilling in the youngsters who work with me and for me that if you look after each other, that's the way to go. Okay, so Valerie, going back to the skincare now, Valerie has said, I usually never recommend, however, you know your skin better than I do. go to the drugstore, to the lotion area, and read if it matches your skin. That would be the best choice. I like that, Valerie. Very, very tactfully done, that one. Brilliant. We love it. So let's see what's going on down here now. That's a great reply. Knowledge about knowledge about what you know best. Yeah, and I think it's that. What I've realised more than anything is this: if you give a person an opportunity to develop and progress, they remember. I think, and this is a story. This is an example of a story that I'll give you. I have a young girl who works for me. She's about 32. She's a lovely girl, and she's been through her struggles, but she's a lovely girl, and she's had a hard time. And we've worked together, and I've pushed her, and I've pushed her into doing work that she didn't think she was capable of. And she's worked really hard, and she's come an awful long way. And I remember there was, I think about last week, I was becoming overwhelmed with the amount of work that was coming up. And there was one job which was really quite large, and I was ringing her up, and I was talking to her about it, and she said, "Oh, I was just about to call you. We've got that. I'm going to sort that out for you." And I was like, "Huh?" And she said, "Well, you've looked after me. We're going to look after you now." And I thought, you know what? If that's something, if I can instill in one person that mentality, that if we look after each other, we can accomplish so much, rather than everybody more interested in themselves. If we look after each other, eventually we'll look after ourselves. So Eagle has said here, let's see what Eagle said here. "You definitely organise me." Well, I don't need Eagle. I just nag at you. It's like, Eagle, you need to get this done. Or just contact that person and ask them if they want to sit on a live stream or something like that. Just do it. It's not too bad. I wonder, Darwin, are you still here? I think you're definitely the one who's up on their skincare and skin cream. But yeah, I think it's kind of like sometimes I feel like I'm disorganized. I think if I was to describe my organizational skills, it would be disorganized chaos. There are things that I'm 100% top. Oh, good, Darwin's still here. I'm 100% very, very well organized in. And if somebody asked me what's going on, I could go do. But then there's other stuff. When I come home, I really have to. It's not my house is untidy. It's not. And it's not dirty, but sometimes it's not as organised as I'd like it to be. I see other people, and that you walk into the house and it's like, oh, this is awesome. And I'm like, I think I need to clean this area here up, and not like it, like I said, it's not a dump. It's not a dump at all. It's just some people are much better at the house stuff than others. I keep it clean. I keep, obviously, everything. I do believe, I am a believer in everything has its place, but I also acknowledge that some people are better at other things than others. So I think what I'm going to have to do at this point, I was going to do an unboxing of this iPad, but that didn't happen. It was definitely going to be. It should have been an unboxing, but I unboxed it and I showed it on my live stream beforehand. But this baby and LumaFusion now, I'm so excited. This thing, even with Power Director, this thing is going to get through 4K 60 frames a second. It's going to poof, boom, melt it down. And if you just export it from your SD drive onto that old LumaFusion, I'm telling you now, that LumaFusion is going to edit it quick. Because like even Matty Herberger said that basically he had put 8K Canon footage that people couldn't, that his editing software couldn't deal with at 30 FPS, and it just ate it like it just plowed through it. So I was so encouraged by that. So yet again, what I'm hopefully I know, Valerie, I'm such a kid. Honestly, it's like my precious little iPad. I'm so excited. You know, I'm like a little kid when I get a new toy. But I've been accepted. It's kind of like I've been hearing the hype, and I knew I needed one. No, Valerie, it's not. I bought the smaller one. I didn't want a big screen because to me, because you can now put this, you can hook this up to a HDMI cable. I didn't see the need to have the bigger screen. Some people will say, I want a bigger screen to edit. But for me, I don't need it. And also, if I'm traveling, which I do a lot, so once I start traveling again, that's good. Worlds of Wood. Wow, this is random. Yes, it is totally random. And good evening and welcome to my channel. This is a random live production, and we talk everything here. We talk in this on this channel about everything weird, wild, and wonderful. My name is Gail, and of course, I'm the lovely host of this channel. And as far as random is concerned, you know, that's me. But people seem to like it, so stick around. Worlds of Wood. I have a very interesting Sunday night panel if you're interested. I'm going to be talking about Am I Too Old for YouTube? And I've got Terri from LumaFusion coming in. I've got Susan the Little Poet coming in, and I've got some wonderful people, women, coming in and having a chat on Sunday evening. The times are down below. They're there. So if you'd like to come along, go for it. You are, it looks big. No, Valerie, this iPad is it's just because I have of the proximity of the camera, but no, it's not. It's a smaller version. But like I said, okay, sure, awesome. I'm telling you, it's going to be a good stream on Sunday night for sure. There is going to be, we're going to have a really good chat about filmmaking, editing, what as older YouTubers we can bring to the table, and all of that good, all of that tasty goodness. So that's what my live stream is going to be about. YouTube randomly put this on my well, there you go, Worlds of Wood. I think that sometimes YouTube puts everything randomly in the recommendations, doesn't it? So there you go. It's a strange world. So while you're here, Worlds of Wood, tell us a little bit about yourself. That would be a really good question to ask. Tell us about your YouTube channel, what you're about, and let's see if people see you. Hell yeah, but hey, haha, yeah, but I'm glad I did it. Well, that's good. That's super duper. But yeah, so tell us about yourself. What's your channel about? And tell us a little bit about you. In here at the moment, I've got Eagle VP, aka Gramps. I've got Makeup and Trends with Valerie. I've got Darwin Digital. So I've got a few little people in here. So and they're all completely. What's really nice is that everybody's completely sort of from different backgrounds and stuff like that. And whereabouts in the world are you watching from? So if you could put that information in the chat box, it would be most gratefully received. So what's the next? Let's talk more about tech, because this is what I'm really excited about. Obviously, we all know that 6 months ago the GoPro Hero 9 came out. Oh, you're in New York. Love New York. I went there a couple of years ago, and basically I stayed in Brooklyn. I was shown about by a guy called Mel, and it was wonderful. Okay, so Texas Little Star is saying, I'll try to be there on Sunday, but I've got to go. I'll see you later. It's good day. Have a good day there. So what was I going to talk about? Yes, I was going to talk about GoPro Hero 9 came out about 6 months ago, didn't it? And we had it was almost like the GoPro Hero 8, but it had the horizontal where it would hold the horizon. It had, you had the mod pack, the new mod pack for the microphone. It had the extra extra mod that you had on it. But now, of course, everybody is looking at the next GoPro, the next new toy, and I think that's probably going to come out in the next few months. So people will be anxiously anticipating that. I am anxiously anticipating and waiting for the arrival of the DJI, the DJ Osmo Action. I hope that DJI continue with their cameras. But what might be interesting is that there were some rumors that Canon, I heard this on some website, not quite sure where it was, there were some rumors that Canon had got some patents for the similar technology for gimbal-like cameras for Canon, and I do hope that they bring about. I would quite like a DJI Pocket, slightly bigger with a bit of 1-inch sensor. So if they could bring that out with a 1-inch sensor, and you could have stabilized footage, and perhaps can you imagine having interchangeable lenses on a camera that was sort of a gimbal as well? That would just be fantastic. So making it sort of integrated into one, where you didn't have mechanical. You didn't have the camera doing the stabilizing or digitally stabilizing it. The gimbal itself, although an integral part of the camera, would be doing the stabilization for you. So I think that would be quite brilliant. Anyway, I've been droning on again for about 46 minutes now, but I just wanted to come in and say hello, let you know who was coming in on Sunday evening. And hopefully you can join me all on Sunday evening, where we can have a chat about, am I too old for YouTube? So on that note, I shall love you and leave you. Thank you ever so much for coming in again, and I'll speak to you all soon. Take care. Bye bye.